Well, Dennis, as we watch this here, it does seem like it's a dangerous situation here, the way this driver is driving. The speed seems to be a little bit excessive here, even though the roads are largely open, and the way that driver is maneuvering around to get into the lanes he wants to get into. Still, you worry about that innocent person. We always worry about somebody innocent there on the road.
Oh, was that a spike strip? Yeah, it looks like they may have put out a spike strip there.
Right,
it was hard to tell if he was able to get around it or not, although it looked like he may have driven over part of it. The driver was clearly aware that a spike strip was thrown in the middle of the street.
Oh, and look at that.
And
look at
yeah, so
disabled
it looked
tires.
like it worked. So
I think he went over the spike, so it looked like he did make contact with the spike strip, which would be a benefit to get those tires popped out. But oftentimes we've seen him on flat tires continue to go onto the rim. So it looked like his speed is slowing down, obviously. Again, the spike strip does help. It looks like the spike strip did definitely help, because now we see the tires be given way.
Well, Dennis, too, having some trouble maneuvering the vehicle there. He's on Florence Avenue, just past Compton Avenue. We don't know how many people are in this vehicle. I'm guessing perhaps one person. Don't know if it's male or female, as we're starting to learn more about this pursuit.
Well, they're going to obviously surrender real quick, because they're losing momentum with the tires gone, running on a rim. You can't get too far. You can't get the speed up. It's coming to a quick conclusion, hopefully before the 11 o'clock hour. But it looks like it's just struggling. The car is struggling to continue. And with the tires, it looks like there's more than one tire may have been taken out by that spike strip. It looked like he ventured toward the spike strip instead of avoiding the spike strip. It's when he went to the left. Looks like he hit that spike strip, and that's what popped those tires. At least looks like the front right. Looks like the left tires may still be intact. But you can tell by the speed, is struggling to try and maintain control. And now we've got a series of black and whites, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 5 or 6 involved in this. But his speed's going to definitely slow down, and hopefully we take him to custody in just a few minutes.
Well, we know that Dennis Zine is a big fan of You Bet Your Life with Jay Leno, which is why he wanted this to wrap up before the 11 o'clock hour. But we are now in overtime of the Fox 11 News at 10, over a bit of Jay Leno's time slot, as we all watch together to see how this thing ends. Alex Michelson, Christine Devine, Dennis Zine with you as we watch this pursuit in Southgate. This driver who has run over a spike strip, does not have his or her lights on, is continuing to drive on a bad vehicle that is smoking, you can see, and yet this remains a danger for the people of this community. This person who may be driving under the influence could crash into a car, crash into a pedestrian. If somebody's out on the street, it's a good idea to not get out on the street, not be a sort of looky-loo in this scenario, because we don't know where this person is going. And there's also a chance, Christine, that this person could flee on foot. We don't know if this person is armed or what sort of state of mind they may be in. So location here is Southgate, reminding you, if you're watching this, keep your doors locked. This person, like you said, Alex, could get out and try to flee, could try to carjack somebody. And with those lights out, very dangerous should somebody be out there on the streets or not see this car coming towards them. So Dennis Zine, how do you think this plays out?
Well, I think it's going to end real quick, because you're not going to be able to get speed. We're in a residential area, so I would warn the residents in that area. It looks like a single-family residential area, to make sure your doors are locked, make sure that your children are safe inside the residence. It wouldn't be a surprise if they, as we see many times, they take off on foot and they try to get secure into a residence or a backyard or something. So we want to caution the residents in that immediate area, Hooper Avenue, 77th Street, Southgate, East LA, to be cautious of this, just to lock yourself in. Don't go outside. You might hear the sirens, the helicopter. Stay inside your home. Keep it locked. Keep the doors locked, and just be secure inside your residence. So we see some people there walking. So now this car may be stopping.
I mean, clearly having problems driving this car, and now you see this vehicle surrounded by several different LAPD officers who are there. No doubt they are yelling commands. Maybe yelling's the wrong word, but they are shouting commands at this person to get out. We don't know this person's state of mind.
Looks like
we do have reports that it may be driving under the influence. We don't know under the influence of what, if that's alcohol or some sort of drug that may be impairing their judgment at this point, clearly impairing their judgment enough that they are fleeing from police when it certainly looked hopeless. So now this person getting out, are the hands going to be up, and are they going to follow commands?
Well, especially being that it was said to possibly be a DUI, waiting to see the behavior of this person. Looks that they are complying. Looks like their hands are visible to those officers, being ordered now to back up so they can get this person away from the vehicle, in which LAPD will then come in and search that vehicle. Then, it looks like this is ending well.
It looks like it's ending well for the suspect, for the community officers to take the individual in custody. They'll search the car. It looks like that car is going to have some extreme damage. If it's their car or the stolen car, that car is going to have definitely some damage from this pursuit. But the fact of the matter is no one's injured, which is a benefit. LAPD has a very stringent policy on pursuit. Oftentimes you see they terminate the pursuit because of the situation. In this particular case, it was late at night, and no pedestrians, or very few pedestrians, cars on the roadway. So for the public hazard, the public danger, there wasn't imminent danger to the public just because of the condition at nighttime. So it looks like he's going to be in custody. He's on the ground. He'll be handcuffed, taken down way to jail. Again, we had an army of officers out there to take this individual in custody. And a word of caution, don't try and flee the police. If you do, these are the consequences. That car is going to have extensive damage from this driving, and the individual is going to the jail. If they're DUI, they'll be booked. And again, this is all videotaped by the police. This will be used as evidence in court if the individual tries to plead not guilty. So successful ending. It's a code 4. So we can go watch Jay Leno now.
Okay, it's almost a code 4. They are looking inside that vehicle, and they haven't actually approached the suspect on the floor yet to put handcuffs on that suspect yet. They're taking a look inside the vehicle, make sure that nobody's in there. Nobody's being held captive or anything like that. There's no indication of that. Now we do see those officers approaching that suspect and putting that person, will now be headed behind bars tonight. Thankfully now it is a code 4 in
He'll be going
Southgate.
to 77 jail, and the car will be going to the impound lot. So safe and secure environment in that part of Los Angeles. So
all right.
Thank goodness for that.
Dennis Zion, we say thank you for your help with this coverage, with that and that suspect in custody. We're going to wrap it up here and send you to Jay Leno, and we'll see you on Fox 11 News tomorrow.